Alright guys, welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I'm streaming live every market open so you guys can see my entries, exits, wins and losses, happy faces and sad faces. But if you'd like to join me on that journey, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, got Discord link in the description, kind of building a community of, traders fighting that good fight, man. It's a good time in there, good vibes for sure. But let's get into today's trades. Boom. All right, so it was a good day, man. It was a good day. Definitely some things that I wish could have happened better. Some things that I could have done better on a management perspective. But let's get into it. My first trade actually was on DXCM. And I don't know what this was, yo. This is, yeah, I have no reason for taking this trade. I was doing, before maybe the last few days, I've really gotten into reversals. But before then, I was trying to get higher high, higher lows off of VWAP. So whenever I see a narrow range candle at VWAP that looks like it's trying to hold and has some volume on it, it's just appealing to me. But the criteria for this kind of trade is that it's above the opening volume. And as you can see, this is well below. It's actually just inside of the range of the open. So this was a bad trade, and I paid for it immediately. So that sucked. And it's just not the type of trade that I want to take at all. It is not in the playbook. This was just a mistake. Now, it sold off really hard. And then, this was appealing, but I've really been trying to be more patient and wait for some confirmation, right? So came up, came back down to a little higher low there. Not the most narrow range candle. Honestly, I really could have been more patient because my stop, wherever I got in, my stop was going to be below low of day, right? So I really could have waited. As you can see here, this was the money entry right here. But I got in here, share sized appropriately so I could put my stop down there. And then when it came on back down and threw me this narrow range candle, I'm like, hey, either we going up or we going down, and if we going up from here, it's a good place to add. So I added, and love it when that happens, man. When I add and it just goes right into the money. And so yeah, this was great. It went up, and if I had more shares, I probably would have taken some off at VWAP, but I didn't. If I would have waited though, if I would have waited to enter here, this would have been like a 25 share stop. I could have had 20 shares, and then maybe I could have sold 5 or 10 shares here, and then it would have been cool. Then I could have waited and sold some more shares up here. Which yesterday, that's what I was on yesterday, because I was taking like quite a few 20, 40, 60 share positions yesterday. So I had, like, in my mind, as soon as I got in the position, I was thinking I was splitting my position up in thirds. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sell a third at VWAP, sell a third at the highs, and then hold the rest for, the big move, the one we're always dreaming for. But yeah, today I was just really holding for high of day. And it might get there, but just not in the time frame that's acceptable for me. So man, it was up really nicely here, and this got really scary because at this point I had my stop at break even, and it got very close to hitting it. Came down to 71.57. I believe my stop was 71.48. So this was a little stressful right there. Excuse me. But it bounced up, and man, up here I was up 5R. 5R. And I was really close to just like moving my stop up super tight. But I just really felt like we could get back up to high of day. And so I didn't want to miss that. But yeah, I was just being greedy today, man. Being greedy. But you know, I lost way more than I wanted to on this. I lost over $8, so that's over 1R. 1R for me is $5 right now. So I was $8 in the hole. So I really was playing my P&L more than anything because I wanted to make sure that I made back that loss and still wanted to have some profit on the table. But I didn't get stopped out here, which was great. And as soon as it moved up over this high, I put my stop at the break even, meaning recouping my loss from my previous entry. So then we were sitting there. When it got up here, though, man, I was feeling so antsy, but I just didn't want to sell and miss the high of day. And so I really could have just sold some and held for the rest. But I didn't, man. I only had 10 shares. So I didn't really want to I didn't want to split that up because I feel like it was really that not that much leverage anyway. But anyway, it still was a 3R trade, a great trade. Made back my loss and then had some green left over. And I really am loving reversals off support. Loving it. Now, I didn't find like a great daily level in here for this. I don't think I had this level on my chart. Let me see what I had. EX. Yeah, I didn't have a level drawn at that bottom, but just playing it intraday, man. This huge volume candle comes in right here. Yeah, man, that's a good level to play a double bottom off of. And looking at this big high volume candle here, I probably should have, you know, I don't know. I'm just like, man, the whole dollar of 74 was right there. That would have been a good spot to take some profit. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit of regret for not capturing as much profit as I had. To go up to 5R and then go down to 3R. Like, okay, if I don't take 5R, at least get 4R, you know? So I don't know. I might have to make some adjustments there as far as giving back so many R's. Like, there was a time where I would move my stop up at the R's. But of course, I would have gotten stopped out somewhere in here if I'd done that on this trade. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But you know what? A good trade. I'm really happy with these entries down here. And I mean, I really could have been patient. I don't know. This is a level of patience I aspire to see this level tested and wait for it to do that without, you know, this was FOMO, like, oh man, it's about to bounce. I got to get in now. Wide stop. This is, wow, that's perfect, you know? So yeah, man, good trade on that. I just got to wait for the proper setup. And this is not it. You know, this is not it. Trading inside the range of the opening candle. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. So yeah, but close green lessons, you know, green lessons. Now this one, now check this out. I didn't even see this level. I didn't have this level drawn, but I noticed this after the fact. My guy Trey pointed out. Shout out TH23, man. But if you see, look at this high right here, and then you come out. This is 48.80. Bro, what's happening? Oh, okay, it's there. All right, cool. Look, it just comes right down to the level. Big volume, bounces, comes back down to the level. Higher low. Whoa. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Higher low. Not the most narrow range candle, but good enough for me, man. And I got in on the break of this candle and off to the races. This is like, when you get the right entry, it pops. Just like on DXCM, man. Great entry. And boom, man. And I really like my sell on it too. My sell was good. I didn't give back too much. Yeah, great sell, man. Great sale. I think I really wanted 52, but I did good making sure I didn't give too much back. So yeah, but look, another reversal, man. Pulls down, creates low of day, moves back up, comes down to test that level again, but a higher low, stop under low of day, off to the races, man. This was an awesome trade. Um, man, awesome trade. And then NWL, this one was kind of a sad one because I bought in here, stop under this low, and it just consolidated so long. At this point, I was like, man, I don't want to take a full R loss. So I raised my stop up to this low and got stopped out for $1.50. And then it went back up to high a day. And I was just like, at least it could have been a break even trade. Like if I'm gonna move my stop up, it's gotta be into break even. Like, I don't know. I feel silly for doing that. But wasn't really a great trade anyway. It really just traded right up into resistance, and it has not broken that resistance. This level right here, I should have been patient for the break of that level. You know, so yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. This actually would have been a really good short down here. Double top, narrow range, boom. Gotta sell some at VWAP. I think that might have to really be a rule. Like you gotta sell something at VWAP. I gotta stop playing the P&L and just put my executions where they're supposed to go. Right? If you get in down here on GP, you gotta sell some at VWAP. Right? GP. We talking about 71.27. VWAP up here 72.47. $1.20 in the money and you're not gonna take nothing. I mean, even if I sold 2 shares, you know what I mean? Dang, here's high a day. This is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. Bruh. Actually, my order was 74.97. So it looks like it's going. I felt like it had no reason not to go. But, time. I get what I get in my window of time. I want this to be something that I do for 2 hours in the morning and then, enjoy life. That is one of the greatest things about this career of, day trading is that you can come in the morning, do your scans, get your couple things you want to watch, trade them, and then now you got your whole day ahead of you. So, I did okay. I did okay. Excuse me. But yeah, here it goes, man. It's cool though to be right about the idea, it doesn't always happen in the time that you want it to happen, but it still happened. There it is, man. There it is. And again, had I sold some at this high, it's easier to be patient for the big move, But I wouldn't have had any shares left, Maybe I sold 2 here and 3 there. Then I have 5 shares left for high of day. I don't know. But all in all, a good day. Good week. Green on the week, man. Green on the week. About 3R. And so I'm red on the month about $53. Negative 53. So if I can keep myself together for next week, I think we can make something happen, man. I think we can have my second green month since I started streaming. And it'd be a nice alley-oop for November. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It really feels good to go into the weekend green though. Like really good. And I feel I'm so inspired by, this trading these reversals, man. Trading these reversals. And I used to trade them all the time. I remember trading them. That's why That's why I always feel inclined to take these trades below VWAP, like because I know them, but I just never really created a plan for trading them. They would always be kind of random, so my results were random. But to actually, start to build some rules and criteria on how to trade these reversals, man, I think it could get really fun. The entries you get on these reversals, man, it's crazy. Like once it breaks back over VWAP and starts doing work, and your position is low of day, uh, things can get really exciting, y'all. I'm super excited. Um, Man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this journey of mine too, man. It's been really fun having you guys in the chat and in the Discord too. Discord links in the description. And we all growing together, man. You guys are sharing your journeys with me too, and I find a lot of value in that. There it is. There it is, man. It's all good though. Got to be happy with what you get. I'm grateful for what I got, and just be back tomorrow and try to do it a little better. And just got to take what you get, man. I have a tendency to try to turn every trade into a home run. It's hard for me to accept, that 2R, 3R win, or to take profit when I'm not all the way at a, huge amount of money. And I think if I can get in the habit of taking profit where you should take profit, in the end, I'll be better off. So yeah, man. Always, as always, lots of stuff to work on. But I am feeling back like I'm in the zone of progress being made and seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So let's see what happens next week, y'all. Anyway, man, y'all stay safe out here and have a great weekend. Peace.